as the right-handed starting pitcher Kenward Burton takes to the mound for Nicaragua. For his team was 0 for 4, but he walked a couple of times and he bounces one over to third, where a current San Francisco Giants prospect Andres Angulo, retired by Elian Rayo.
Roll into this and there's just quiet. It can have the reverse effect. You might be looking up 5th, 6th inning now. Hold on a minute. We haven't scored yet.
A little stumble over there at short, but look at it in a sense as though Nicaragua, this one shot back up the middle into center field. Wander Encarnacion is aboard with a 2-out single.
On everything all over the field.
Runner off and a called strike 3 on that 3-2 that bends in at 78 miles an hour. And the right-hander, a veteran in Yoander Negrin.
His oldest guy on this roster. Good to see him still doing it for us 40-year-olds.
Popped to short, 1 up and 1 down as Edison Valerio is there to retire Juan Diego Montes.
That's the one thing too, Tyler.
Wow, contact from Brandon Layton, driving one down the line, it's gone! Brandon Layton crushes a solo shot with 1 out, and Nicaragua has the first run of the day and a 1-0 lead in the first. In the 10th to walk off with a win over South Africa as a fly ball from Chase Dawson will settle into the glove of Angel Beltre. The fact that we get to do these international baseball events, we've done a couple here in the Taipei Dome over the last 3 months, and one thing that we can talk about as the day goes along, the ball doesn't exactly fly here, so to crush a ball off the back wall beyond that seating section, that is a monster shot. And the 1-out homer for Nicaragua gets today's home team on the board with a 1-0 lead through 1. Winter League, he's been in the Venezuelan Winter League, and he takes a 3-0 for a strike here. DH out of the 5 spot today. Actually, check that. That was ball 4.
You're going to come out throwing strikes.
Ground ball left side. Elian Rayo's only going to have 1 play, and he will make it over to first. So teams that are doing a good job taking care of the controllable things. And I mean, this is, right on cue. That is a great play by Kenward Burton, who stares the runner down and retires Estrada himself for the second of the inning and erases a man in scoring position. Runner out from first, and the throw to second is in time to get him. That's a nice job by Brandon Layton, who received that throw kind of in the midsection and is able to slap the tag down for the final out of the inning.
Tonight, South Africa start getting some long at-bats. It'll be tough for him backing up the next couple days.
Alegria leads things off with a line drive to left. Again, the runner moving, and again, he's going to have to retreat as Rayo lifts this one in fair territory, and calling and catching Wander Encarnacion there for the first out. So he debuted the following year, is off from first, throw to second is right on target. That is a beautiful peg from Gabriel Lino. And guy make a throw, just dropping down to his knees, that I would not be able to make if you gave me 100 tries and a crow hop. In position to start things in the 10th. Rivera came through for his team, but here he comes up empty. Swing and a miss will send us to the 3rd. Swings and comes up empty there. Strikeout number 2 for Kenward Burton. Are playing in a very new environment, although it's not going to present a challenge here as Colmenares drives a solo shot to right, and we're all tied up in the top of the 3rd. Carlos Colmenares yesterday, a single, a hit by pitch. He shined in the field, and today belts one out of here on a rope to get this game tied in the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
Chopper out to short. Gulo retired.
Start what they call aiming.
Chopper right back off of him. Burton's going to try to make this play, and he won't have a chance. If it's somebody else running, maybe. But Angel Beltre moves so quickly, and hopefully Burton's okay. Runner off. And that went down for ball 4. So 1st and 2nd now. Burton kind of creating his own trouble here in the 3rd. And wait a second. That was a miscommunication on the pitch call, and you get a runner hung up between 1st and 2nd. Now the umpires are going to call time on this and sort it out. Man, that will result in an out on the base paths. Here is another look at it. I mean, that seemed to be ball 4. And what happened is, yeah, that's a weird miscue by Angel Beltre. Beltre got caught up. I didn't realize that Beltre had made it to second base and then turned. that effectively as a ball driven out to left field, racing back on this one and able to gobble it up on the warning track. Chris Quitzer, that was a good jump by Chris Quitzer. Also learned that there was a recent rule revision as a ball shot back through the middle, and Juan Diego Montes and his magnificent mustache with their third hit of the qualifier.
So I would have messed that up.
Pop foul and playable first base side. Lino will toss the mask and make the grab. Check that on 5 hits before the first inning. Another fly ball out toward Dawson. Check that out toward Quitzer. Have to break out all of our umpiring friends. Send some texts around the globe and
start spraying the ball all over the place. Now I can go back to the dugout, press the reset button.
Waits the 3-2, and it's off the plate inside. So Burton got real close with a couple of pitches toward the borders of the zone, but he issues a 2-out walk.
It's just so many unknowns.
Ground ball right side. Chris Quitzer will bounce out on a 1-0 pitch, and that will send us to the bottom of the 4th.
January went down with Major League Baseball players alumni. There's a quick strikeout right there.
Out of the 5 spot today, and a tapper. This is going to be a tough play left side. Edison Valerio gloves and can't make it. So an infield single for Alegria, his second hit of the day.
First little attempt
called strike 3
by me. I just hear this.
So with 2 gone, bouncing ball left side, nice knockdown on the backhand by Wander Encarnacion, and the throw in time on a couple of hops to get Freddie Zamora. That is a great play.
21. Here he is making his debut on the national team, just punching tickets. Another strikeout. Burton, some of these Czech Republic players.
Line drive to right field from Carlos Colmenares, who goes hunting that fastball and blasts it the other way. Colmenares now 2 for 2. Former big leaguer J.C. Ramirez takes over on the pitcher's mound for Nicaragua as we move along in the top half of the 5th. Off at first, there goes Colmenares, swing and a miss, throw to second, not going to be in time to get it. Wander Encarnacion with what he's been able to do already through the first day for Spain. I mean, there's some impressive talent on display, and J.C. Ramirez buries that one in under the hands spot. Then Omar Mendoza, as Rivera bounces this one out too short, where Valerio will hoover it in, 1 away.
Just going into a situation.
Ground ball once more over to Valerio at short, 2 gone.
Doing it on their mounds, when you're doing it against their players, it's such a huge difference for them to really look at you and say, we can see him in our uniform.
It's a really good topic, and it's something that we'll continue to discuss as we take this game into the 6th. A very efficient bottom half of the 5th inning as Yohaner Negrin has made it through 5 strong, and we got a 1-1 game in Taipei. Take the next step toward qualifying for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. Sliding stab on the backhanded pickup by Freddie Zamora. And the Brewers prospect a sterling play to retire Wander Encarnacion for the leadoff out of the 6th. Play by Freddie Zamora. Now bouncing ball left side. Another chance for the left side of the infield to showcase the skill as Elian Rayo. First it's the Brewers prospect, then it's the Giants prospect. Goodness gracious, what a catch by Chase Dawson in center. And the inning is over. A defensive highlight reel in the 6th for Nicaragua. And Spain's gone in order, 3 up, 3 down. Headed to the bottom of the 6th in a 1-1 game. Work here in the 6th. Leighton sends one the other way. In the air out to Andres Angulo. Started back, coming in, and diving is able to make the catch. Man, that was nearly dangerous for Spain, because if that thing gets down with Angulo on the dive, Leighton can run forever, but instead it's a highlight reel grab. Man, the gloves are coming alive here through the 5th and 6th.
Yeah, how about that? Again, it's a little self-inflicted, but still good recovery, especially with we're dealing with the roof, some of these white seats in the background.
Capture their 6th title as Dawson's got his first hit and he shoots one into the gap. Chase digging around first base, will head for second. Cut off in the alleyway by Beltre. Dawson will hold up at second. He's got himself a 1-out double in the 6th. 1-2 pitch, right side, and speared over there by Jesus Ustaris. It will advance Dawson to 3rd. So the ground out by Miranda at least moves the man along. New aim, new arm into the game for Spain as we move along here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Is Yuri Garcia, who takes over after an outstanding effort on the mound in the start through 5 2/3 innings from the veteran right-hander Yohaner Negrin. Nicaragua as they pitch off off of the outside part of the plate to the corners. The 0-2 is up. And breaking from first, man, Alegria noticed that nobody was at the bag, and he swiped second. After dipping to the slider one time, and instead he will issue his second consecutive walk since entering this game. That's a 2 to Zamora. In the air to center. Beltre and Angulo converging, and Beltre is the one to step in front and make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nicaragua loads the bases with 2 outs, and they leave them that way, and we head to the top of the 7th in a 1-1 game.
Guy who's
back up the middle, picked on the shortstop side of the second base bag. What a throw by Brandon Layton for the first out. Everybody's going to get a highlight on this Nicaragua defense. Bottom parts of the order is a bouncer back to the mound, and now it's J.C. Ramirez's turn. 2 outs.
Push him into that 50 territory because you have a chance to win this game, literally be in the driver's seat with the
first lefty to take the mound today for Nicaragua is Leonardo Crawford out of Puerto Cabezas. Corey Knebel to the Dodgers. Here blows one by Carlos Colmenares, is waving bat as Colmenares fooled for the final out of the 7th inning. Back to the mound in the 8th inning yesterday, and takes a called strike 3 here for the first out of the 7th inning. 9 spot 0 for 2. And Mendoza right on cue, serves one to left, a base hit. Smith, you got to get rid of these gloves. 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Montes is retired for the 2nd out of the inning. 5,000 plus in the house. Broken bat flare to right. That's down for a base hit. Rounding second, flying to third. Christian Sandoval is in there standing up, and it's 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. Life today, and the first pitch. Dawson to first. What a stab by Jesus Ustaris as Chase Dawson is robbed of a go-ahead extra base hit down the line, and we are headed to the 8th. The defense is dazzling on a Saturday afternoon in Taipei. Quick pitch to him in a liner to left field as Angulo was not fooled, and he's got his first hit of the day, a leadoff single in the 8th. 1st and 2nd, nobody out, as he does get one down on the first base side, though, and that'll turn into a 3-4 put out as Miranda gets it to Layton. And the sacrifice successful, puts a potential go-ahead run in scoring position. Angel Obando takes over on the pitcher's mound and inherits a dicey situation against a dangerous bat as we move along in the top of the 8th. Prospect. Dixon comes home and puts the 3-1 inside, and Encarnacion walks to make it 1st and 2nd. And nowhere close on the 3-0 pitch. They are loaded up for Roosbear Estrada. Obando deals and got him on a called strike 3.
A hanging slider like that.
And a bouncing ball over to third will end the inning as Angel Obando walks the high wire and makes it to the other side safely. Spain strands them loaded in the 8th. As Miranda drives one out to center, backing up on it, Beltre. 1 away. Opening round of the Classic. As a swift roller over to first, and an underhanded flip to Garcia covering the bag. Dominican Summer League player back in his debut year of 2021. Here he's going to take a seat as he's frozen on a called strike 3 to end things in the 8th.
Again, Guido's like, okay, I'm going to use my best pieces right here and make sure this is a W for us.
Into center field, the leadoff single, and the pinch hitter Frank Hernandez puts himself aboard. 2nd straight inning with a leadoff knock for Spain. And things went to tiebreakers as the bunt down first base side. It'll turn into an out there. Spain and then Chinese Taipei wins out. We would have 3 teams at 2-1. Obviously, we're far away from that. Carlos Colmenares is going to be intentionally walked here to set up a force out anywhere.
Since I talked about 5 minutes ago.
Oh man, that was a good looking pitch and just missed for ball 4, and they are loaded up now here in the 9th. Today, trying to get there as they've got a new arm into the game in the person of Yeris Gonzalez, who inherits the bases loaded and 1 out in the 9th. And now Beltre bounces one right side. It's picked over there by Layton to second for 1, 4, 6, 3. Nicaragua wriggles off the hook again, and we're all tied going to the bottom of the 9th. Goodness gracious, this Nicaragua defense continues to star. The veteran right-hander Reiner Cruz will take over on the pitcher's mound for Spain. 3-2 pitches, ball 4, and Zamora finds his way on anyway. Bunt down, first base side. Pretty good one by Novoa, and he's got Zamora the potential walk-off run into scoring position.
Plenty of speed.
Ground ball left side, picked on the backhand over there by Valerio. His throw is in time to get Sandoval. Zamora advances on the ground out and deals. Got him on the foul tip into the glove, and we are headed to extra innings again. The leadoff walk to Freddie Zamora does no damage as Reiner Cruz works his way back to send us to extras. Second straight day for Nicaragua headed for extra baseball. We're all tied at 1 going to the 10th in Taipei.
Excuse me. Bottom part of the inning, the same situation here. That's a big strikeout. And they're just going to simply put him on.
So now you set up the force out anywhere. 0-1 in the air to left. Sandoval puts it away. 2 gone. And a big here at all. But you might have an opportunity too.
Yeah, and basically scored 2 runs yesterday and maybe 2 runs to finish this game off here in the 10th. And that's all she wrote.
And the first pitch of the bottom of the 10th is popped into an out by Brandon Layton, 1 gone.
Kept him a 1 run all day long. Right now, Spain elected to give Dawson the free pass.
And another full count pitch with the runners on the move again, and ball 4 loads them up for Alegria. In the air to center, crushed, Beltre back, ball game! Benjamin Alegria has still got to touch first base, and he finally does as Nicaragua, the walk-off capital of the World Baseball Classic qualifier, 2-0 with a pair of 2-1 wins in 10 innings.
And Tyler, coming into this game, you felt like Spain was in the driver's seat, especially after watching last night. Now all of a sudden, with very limited offense, 2 nights in a row, extra inning, walk-off hits for Nicaragua.